Howdy, howdy, y'all. I'm Kurtis Sunset.
And I'm Leah Halston.
And this is Weathering Rainbows. Howdy, howdy, y'all, and welcome back to Weathering Rainbows. We have a special edition for New Year's Eve. New Year's 2022 is finally upon us.
Yay.
I don't know. I don't know about you, but I am ready for 2022, beyond ready. 2021 has been a year of ups and downs and roller coaster rides. So, and then coming off of 2020, you know, that year that shall not be named.
Yeah, we should not say 2020.
Right. Oh, but this is going to be a whole new year, and I think it's the year of the cleanse. Like we're cleansing ourselves from these past 2 years. It's a new year, and we're all in a good mood. So that's what I'm telling myself, at least.
Well, I mean, sometimes you have to tell yourself that.
Yeah. You get to the point where you're like, I'm going to have the best year ever, and you say that over and over and over again until it's like, okay, I give up, you know. So,
we're all due for a good cleansing, honey.
Oh yes, you know? I agree with that.
I'm gonna say like 2021 has been, it's been actually a good year for me. So yeah, I'm not gonna complain about 2021. 2021 have opened my eyes to a lot of things and things that I can do and things to come.
Oh, yeah. I think that's very true. 2021 was very much a growth year, is what I like to call it, because it was very stressful, very anxious, and a whole lot of work. But I'm so happy where we are now compared to where we were at the beginning of the year. So,
yeah.
So today we are going to do our own version of 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year. And the way we're going to play this, and the way we are going to play this is we are each going to give 3 New Year's resolutions. We are going to then give 2 things that we want to leave behind in 2021 whenever we go over to 2022. And then we are going to do 1 challenge for our co-host. So it's a kind of like a New Year's resolution that we get to make for each other.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, so it should be pretty exciting. We have no clue what any of these are. We do not pre-discuss what we're going to talk about. So.
We don't. We really don't, y'all.
Half the time we may not even know what we're going to talk about. So.
Like today, I don't know.
All right. So I guess we will start with the 3 New Year's resolutions.
I think every time you say New Year.
I love it. Every time.
Okay.
All right.
So, I guess I'll get started since you always start. I guess one thing I want to work on or bring in 2022 with is, I'm eating more healthier is one. So, I just found out like my cholesterol is really, really out of control. So I plan on being on this earth for a long time. So I have to control my salt and fried foods, stuff that I really, really like. So number 1 on my list is to start eating a little bit more healthy and like fish, which I'm not too keen on fish. I like fried fish, but I have to start eating like baked fish and to get away from all the salty chips and candy and stuff that I like. So, eating healthier is like number 1 on my list.
Yeah. Well, that balances out one of mine, which is get back into working out. Man, I have been working my booty off on this podcast and at work as a lawyer and the stuff I do with life coaching. I really have not had a lot of time to do a lot for myself. So my number one resolution going in is to get back into working out and to work out at least 5 times a week like I used to do. So I want to see them abs again. Right now they got this nice little layer over them.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to write this down for you. Okay, 5 times a week. Scribble, scribble, scribble.
Yep.
I think
eat healthier.
5 times a week.
Check in on your fish and be like, "Did you eat fish this week, Leah?"
Well, I used to snap. The biggest problem is working. At work, we have a cafeteria. And let me tell you something. There's no excuse. There's healthy food there. I used to get a salad every day, but now there's like, I start stuff and then I'm like, forget this. Like, we all at some point we all gonna die. I hate to say this, y'all. We all gonna die, but
a good time, not a long time.
Right. But I used to Snapchat my food and stuff, and then somebody called me out. I'm not gonna say no names. Somebody called me out and said, "Oh, she Snapchat when she eating the salad, but she won't Snapchat when she's eating a burger or that fried chicken."
Whoa!
So, and I'm not saying I want to eat salad every day. It's just I have to get this cholesterol under control because I'm very young, y'all. If you're looking at the videos, I'm very young and I want to stay young and healthy. But we definitely have to support each other. And working out for me, too. So I'm gonna include eating healthy and working out. Because that's cardio is another hard thing for me. Like I don't necessarily want to work out how you working out. But I definitely need to throw some cardio in there. That's why I bought, I have a Nintendo Switch. I bought Just Dance. So I'm trying to do that at least for an hour a day. Like after we finish the podcast, I'm going to try to spend at least an hour on Just Dance. That's dancing. So
yeah, getting in some fun cardio, not the long, exhausting kind that I end up doing a lot of times.
Well, I also have I have a fit game program for the Nintendo Switch. It's absolutely amazing. Like you run and you squeeze this thing, and I forgot what it's called. Fit something. I did it for like a week, and I'm like, forget this. It's crazy.
This is too much. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
All right, so we gave the one that everybody kind of expected from us. We're going to get healthy in 2022. So what is your second one?
My second one is to kind of like just take time out for myself. I feel like I do so much for other people, and I'm doing a lot of stuff, and I don't have time for myself. So number 2 is to like at least take, y'all, I work at Play, then I work at the hospital, and I'm doing a podcast, and amongst other things, fundraisers, and trying to get into foster care. So there's a lot of things on my plate. So I definitely don't have time for myself. So I want to at least starting in February, I'm going to take at least one weekend off from Play. And that time is going to be my time and to travel or just do something for me and, just make peace with myself and relax. Because that's another thing I don't do is I relax, but I don't relax. Like I want to like relax and go out of town and just take a trip. So number 2 for me is just more me time and self-pampering.
And I think that's a great one for you because you do so much all the time. And like I know I'm an overachiever, but I know that you like every weekend you've got it like you volunteered yourself for something out there. And I think there's a point at which you got to take some time for yourself. So I'm gonna hold you accountable on that one, and you're gonna have like at least one day a week where you're not doing anything. So.
Well, yeah, like I'm, and it started in, like I said, in February, and I mean, I'm hoping like I can be like, what you doing? Let's go to Columbus. Like, and of course, like that means no drag shows. That means just going and enjoying the city. And, if they have a play in the city, go see the play, go get a spa treatment, go do something.
Yeah, something outside of the things you always do.
Yeah. Yes. When I was a flight attendant, I worked so much as a flight attendant. I was a flight attendant for 10 years. I never got a chance to see the world because I worked so much, and now I don't have those benefits, so, what was the point of being a flight attendant besides the working?
Right.
And I
That's
didn't
wild.
enjoy
You
it.
You travel all the time, and then you still don't get to see the world.
I don't. No.
Right.
It's crazy.
Well, my second one is... So, and I think you'll really enjoy this one because like you not taking your appropriate rest, I feel like part of mine is I don't relax and like let my hair down enough. So for me, I am resolving to do funnier shit.
Okay.
And focusing on making people laugh more. I've already said it's the year of the cleanse. I think it's the year that, everybody needs a good laugh. We are all tired and exhausted. So everybody can expect some just real funny shit, and I'm not holding back in 2022. So
okay, I like that one. Yes, have some fun here. do some things. So, and my last and final one is like I'm gonna try not to spend as much time on dating, wanting to date, or on the apps or sites. I just feel like with so much things I have on my plate, there's no time for the foolishness that I've been going through on these sites, And like I said, y'all have heard in the previous episodes, like I'm addicted to Tinder, and like, I get off of work, I get home, I scroll, guy be like, you want to go have drinks tonight? Yeah. I'm going to stop putting my energy, and I make plans and then they cancel, and I've canceled my plans with my friends, because I wanted to hang out with this person. So I think moving forward in 2022, I'm just going to put me first and not put some random person first. If a person want to hang out with me, then they want to hang out with me. If they want to see me, they want to see me. I shouldn't have to work as hard to see somebody if they really are interested in me.
All right. So the way I'm going to keep track of that one is you're going to have to set up your phone time, and I'll see how long you are spending on Tinder and other apps of that nature.
Well, honestly, Tinder is actually, as of December 27th, Tinder is no longer on my phone.
Well, that's good.
So that's a start.
A step in the right direction.
That's a start. Well, yeah, that's a start. So now I just got to get rid of it's so hard because they're all on my Snapchat now. So, and I'm not getting rid of my Snapchat. No, work too hard to build that.
I can understand that. You can keep a little fun in your life. I don't think you should do it away with all of it.
Well, no. I think the biggest thing was just, how some people are addicted to TikTok. When I had TikTok, I would wake up in the morning and then 3 hours later, I'm like, I'm still on TikTok. That's me and Tinder.
Addictive, yeah.
I'm on Tinder, like scrolling and, matching. So, I just think I need to, I guess I'm not going to call number 3 is I don't want to call it me time. Let's call it, I don't know what I want to call it, but I want to lessen my social media time. Does that make sense? Like, I hope this makes sense. Like, lessen my social media, my app time, and focus on something else I could be doing, like cleaning the house. There's a ton of things I could do around this house, So
I'm gonna frame that one as we are lessening your search for certain types of escapades.
Yes. Yes.
My kid version of what you're trying to do. So, all right. Well, my last one, as a lot of people know, I have been writing for the past like 2 to 3 years on a couple of different books. One of my biggest fears out there is actually releasing my writing. I don't know. I can do pretty much anything else in the world, but when it comes to releasing my writing, I am always like, that is my biggest fear. So I am resolving to release 2 books this next year.
Oh, okay.
And they are practically finished. They just need some, nice little finishing edits, and we will release those next year. It will be a big moment of facing my fears.
Okay.
So we got the 3 down.
Yeah.
And now I guess we are about to move on to 2. But first, I just want to comment on our beautiful looks.
I know. First of all, you look amazing. I love this light colored blue, pastel blue. It complements your eyes. Yes, it complements your eyes.
That's the goal.
Yeah, you guys have to get on YouTube or wherever and see this outfit. He looks amazing.
You can you can see what we're wearing now also on Spotify.
Oh, yes, Spotify. Yes.
Have to do the plug. We are one of the first LGBTQ podcasts to get approved for that video podcast on Spotify, which I think is just amazing. It's an amazing opportunity.
Yeah.
Go watch it on Spotify.
Yes, we are. We're truly grateful.
Mm-hmm. And just so everybody else knows, the blinking warning at the beginning of this episode is brought to you by Leah's headband, which is some beautiful stars that blink nonstop.
Yeah.
And it was funny because we both decided to do this, dressing up celebratory for New Year's and stuff. And I text Leah and I was like, I just got my stuff. Just randomly, she sends me a picture of what she just got too. We were doing it at the same time.
Yeah, which was super funny. Yeah. I got a ton of stuff. I was just grabbing stuff. I got all these horns. I got a hat.
We're doing wardrobe changes on this
video podcast. Like crazy. I'm ready for the new year, honey. New year.
Exactly. All right. So with that, let's go into 2 things that we are going to leave behind in 2021. I'll go ahead and start this.
Okay.
I am determined to leave behind insecurities.
Oh.
So with that, we're only taking the powerful approach into 2022. No one's going to hold us back from anything we want to do. And more importantly, I'm not allowing people to project their insecurities onto me anymore.
Right.
I'm not going to allow their judgment to prevent me, or their worries to prevent me from pursuing the things that I want out of life. So that was my really important one I'm bringing into 2022.
Yeah. I think my thing I want to leave behind is negativity. I think moving forward, I just want to be surrounded by positive people and positivity. Include myself around people that's doing positive things, and not much more of negative things or negative comments or anything like that. I say this because I was telling Gilda Wabbit, one of the playmates at our play, she's so positive, and hanging around Gilda I viewed myself around Gilda because sometimes I can be a little negative and a little grouchy backstage, and Gilda sitting next to me is so nice. She never say anything bad. She's always happy. She's always in a good mood. If it's 3 people in the audience, I'll be like, Gilda, how was this show? She'll be like, oh my God, they're amazing. And it's 3 people out there, other people be like, girl, it's dead out there, blah, blah, blah. But one thing I've learned from her, being around her, is that she exudes positivity. And that's one thing that I enjoy being around her. And what I've learned from her is that, and moving forward, is what I want is positivity, being around people that's positive.
I support that one all the way. Let's definitely leave all the negativity behind in 2021. The next thing I'm going to leave behind in 2021 is anal. I'm just kidding. I'm not leaving that behind.
Wait, you saw my eyes, honey.
But I am going to leave behind being anal.
Okay.
So if you know me, you know I'm a super perfectionist. I'm an overachiever. And a lot of times that can be the bad type of anal qualities that get brought out in me. Because there is a good kind of anal and a great kind of anal. But I'm leaving the bad kind of anal back in 2020.
Mm-hmm. Well, that definitely was an eye opener for me, honey. I was like, "Oh, you caught me by surprise, boo!" I was like, oh, "Okay."
You thought I done went straight.
Celibate, now celibate, honey. I was like, celibate. "Oh, yeah."
True. What's a fashion trend you want to leave behind?
God, I don't know. Like, I feel like I have good fashion. At least I hope.
I mean, it can be other people's fashion too.
I mean, I really don't pay attention. That's so bad. I don't know. Probably just, again, bad eating habits. Yeah, I don't know.
That's a good one.
Trade.
I'll give that one to you. Trade.
Mm-hmm.
Let's leave some trade behind.
Right.
Let's put them on the bench and get a whole new roster. You know.
Yes.
So.
Bad trade, honey. Fathers and sons, brothers, leaving all that behind.
Nobody with connections, right?
Oh, God.
Whew. Okay, I'll agree with you on that one. We're going to leave behind some trade in 2021.
Yeah.
I've already started that list. So, all right. And now we are down to number one, which is your New Year's challenge for your co-host.
Yeah. I'm going to go first. I thought about this long and hard. So, my challenge for you in 2021 is
2022.
I'm sorry, 2020. See, I'm still stuck. Still stuck in 2021.
I'm still like dating everything, like for the first 3 months.
That's going to happen for the first 3 months. Like, still right in 2021. I thought about this long and hard, and I think that in January, once a month, that I would love for you and I to take a salsa class.
Oh my gosh.
And I want it videoed so we can see our progress. We will start a beginner's class and then work our way up and see how far we can get through it. And I already have the classes. They teach a class at Play.
Oh my goodness. Oh Lord, you're going to make me learn how to dance. I kind of, for some reason, I was like, she's going to do something with dancing. It's like, my two left feet, type of thing.
I think the audience would love to see you dance, and I think it'll be great.
All right. I guess I can do my best on that one. All right. Let's see. We are also, by the way, we're also going to learn belly dancing next year.
Yeah.
So, we got to do that one too.
Yeah, but I think belly dancing is a little easy because we're just rolling our bellies, but we got to do some foot action and some hips. We got to get those hips thrusting.
Some hips.
Oh,
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want us to learn a whole routine, and then we're going to perform it on the show at Play.
See, now you're getting into like double stuff. This is a lot. This is going to be a bigger challenge than what it was. So I'm going to go ahead and go before you get this bigger and bigger. Like we got to compete in some competition, like Dancing with the Stars or something.
Just wait till I already got the costumes picked out too.
Oh my Lord!
I worked on the costumes all day today.
All right. Well, I will agree to that one.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's going to be a challenge for me because I'm not a dancer. So I have a challenge for you. Mm-hmm. And I know that you have been wanting to do this for some time.
Okay.
And since I'm doing it anyway, I am going to challenge you to write a chapter a month on this book that you have been wanting to put out?
Yes.
I think we could both keep each other accountable to those two things. It's going to be
Lord, a chapter
big things
a month
for us.
Ugh.
But a chapter a month on this.
I have some
Leah
things all put. I just have to put it all together. I have a scrapbook of stuff. I just need to chapter it.
Mm-hmm. That's the key. You're going to have to put it all together. I expect one chapter a month. I need to read this Life and Times of Leah Halston.
Oh, but yeah, we definitely going to have somebody grammar and spell check, because I think it'd be funny if I just put my book out, because I want my people to read, oh, this is how she really talked too.
I think that's great. I mean, that's some of the best kind of books, is like, this is how the people talk, right?
When they read, I want them to hear my voice and be like, oh, I can hear her saying this too. Yeah.
Yeah. Get a nice Leah Halston headcanon. I feel like I've developed that like in the past few months. I can hear you talking even when you're not there. So I don't know what voodoo you're putting on me, but I can hear it.
Oh no, like would you text me today about Dustin, and you said, oh my God, I knew you would say. I bet you when I wrote that, you probably could just hear me saying that. You're like, oh no.
Yep. Just so everybody else knows, Dustin, which was one of our previous guests, invited both of us to come do a workout with him one morning. And I told Dustin, I was like, well, I will see if Leah will come, but I highly doubt she's going to get up in the morning to come do anything. and sure enough, I asked her, and her response, I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it exactly. Her response was to that, hi, I will pass. It's really hard for me to get up on a Saturday morning. You got this, smiley face. This is what she does to me, people.
And to work out, if you've seen Dustin's workout, I would be struggling. I think I should. You know what? I might just push myself to get up and do it just to be a good sport, and then so y'all can laugh at me, because I will be miserable and I will be crying.
We're going to video that. We're going to video you puking in the corner.
Oh, God.
Actually, we're going to video both of us puking in the corner, because Dustin is way fitter than both of us.
Way fitter than though. And I'm going to still be half drunk.
Oh, gosh. You drunk with a kettlebell. That's
no. We are. Yep. Ambulams right in the front, please.
You're going to be like, this is a kettlebell, but I brought the kettle vodka.
Okay. And the kettle corn, honey.
Right. Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, that's our 3, 2, 1. Real quick, I just want to give some shout outs to the people that have made our podcast possible this year. Just going through some of our past guests, we had Mateus Cora, who is an opera singer. We had Kay's Hurricane, which is, you all know from HBO Max, We're Here.
Yes.
He was on that second season of that. We had the glorious Leah Halston for episode 3. Then we had Greg Burke, who was one of the plaintiffs in the gay marriage ruling. We had Kyle Cowden, which is a bartender and a really, really good bartender in Columbus, Ohio. He also released a song, which was really, really good. I highly encourage you to go out and check that out. We had Vanessa DeMornay, the former National Entertainer of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
We had Bob Gurman, who is a real estate person who talked a lot about being sober.
Mm-hmm.
We had William Rodenberg, who talked to us about graphic design and the things that he's doing there. He was also the creator of our logo, which has become pretty popular over the last 6 months. We had Michael J. Valentine.
Ooh.
I don't know if we need to talk about him or not, but we'll give him a little credit, you know. He was also a National Entertainer of the Year, American Gent, whatever else. I'm sure pageant that's he's been involved in, he's won. So we had Cody Garman, who talked about his job as a police officer and also his time in the drag world and how they kind of interrelated and helped and also kind of hurt each other. So that was a very unique episode. We had our guest of honor for Pride, Tate Hoskins.
Yes, Tate.
Who is a big TikTok star. He's doing big things out there. And if you haven't seen him, go watch his TikToks. Then we had Jen Vogel this season, who is a belly dancer, who will be teaching us how to belly dance.
Come on, also Vogue. Yes.
Yeah, she was also our first bisexual that is in a heterosexual relationship and marriage. So I thought that was, kind of unique that she revealed that about herself,
Spicy.
We had Bryce Weeby, who was from the Presbyterian Church, to talk a little bit about his job there and also balancing the fact that he is a gay male.
Hallelujah.
Then, of course, we had Sweet Evening Breeze. Stuart came on the show and talked to us all about LGBTQ homeless in Louisville. And shout out to Miss Halston on raising over $6,000 for that organization. Quick side note. I was actually normally whenever I wear this outfit, I don't wear a shirt. I normally have just the vest but then I was looking at myself in the mirror and realized that my chest hair has still not grown all the way back. So I was like, I can't do this for this podcast.
Right.
So,
well, I mean, the button up look amazing. So yeah, I might make you salsa in that costume. I have a blue dress too.
All right. It's a little tight right now, so we definitely going to have to work on that workout.
Well, yeah.
Then let's give our next shout out to somebody who I think has become a great friend, mostly because he produces amazing shows, and that is Tony Lewis.
Tony Lewis, yes, Tony.
And his interview was just wonderful, talking about his story and all the things that he has brought to Louisville was incredible. We had another favorite, our soon-to-be personal trainer, Dustin Detzer, talking about his life. He was married and finally came out and the struggles that he had there.
Another good story. Episode. Very.
We had our Christmas episode with none other than Patrick St. James. You've heard his hit song, Begging. He performed at Manchester Pride, and he's also one that's going on and doing big things. I think we'll see a lot of him in the future. And finally, the last guest of 2021. I am personally excited. You want me to say Happy New Year so you can blow the horn?
Please, I'm ready. I'll do too.
The last guest of 2021 before we say Happy New Year. He really wanted to blow that horn, y'all. The last guest we have, he is a musician. He's a social media content creator. He produces some of the most wild shit I have ever seen in my life. I honestly, I don't know of a more wild person than this person that we are about to interview. So I don't know what we're going to get into. And with that, he is also the one that became famous for cooking chicken in Nyquil on one of his TikToks. So he is the Nyquil chicken cooker, I guess, is the that went viral. I think it had over 14 million views, crazy.
I think we should try it.
I think I'm gonna let you try that, and I'm gonna watch.
Okay. Hey, sometimes I just drink NyQuil for the fun of it.
I'm not gonna judge you. That's. I think that's how I met my first boyfriend. So. Oh Lord. He's a musical artist as well. If you have not heard his music, I highly suggest you do so. I think he is one of the most underrated musicians over this past 3 years. And I really hope that we help put him in the limelight with this episode and tell his story. And that is, we have Rob Flo with us here today. But first, we need to do something very special. And that is 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Well, that was weird. Yours just kind of popped out.
Yeah, it doesn't do I'm a quiet person, Leah.
Honey, that's like Viagra kicking in.
We're going to have a quiet New Year's. We ain't even going to try to bring a boy home.
Okay.
So, quick fun story. The first night I ever wore this outfit, it was actually for New Year's, like 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't seeing anybody or anything. And it got to be like the very end of the night, that 4 a.m. rolls around. And literally there was this like cute boy on the street and everybody's like, he's really cute. And I said, yeah, I haven't talked to him yet, but I'm going to take him home. And I literally walked up, grabbed him, and we went home together. So This is a good outfit, apparently, for some.
All right. Get it now.
On that note, we really are going to kick it over to Rob Flo. Howdy, y'all, and welcome back to Weathering Rainbow's interview segment, where we get to interview some cool people that are out there doing some amazing things for the LGBTQ community. Today, we have a perfect guest to close out this wild year. He's an amazing musician with songs like Cherry Gold, Fatal, and the entirety of his last album, Nylon Fire. And we'll talk a little bit about those before we go into an even bigger announcement about his new EP. So, Rob, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Let's see. I just like to make music, and I like to make movies and short films with my friends and take pictures. What about you? What do you like to do?
So I do a podcast, and I'm a lawyer. I represent a lot of LGBTQ people.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, thanks.
What made you get into podcasting from being a lawyer?
So I really enjoy helping LGBTQ people in rural areas. So that's why awesome. I got started with this. I'm from a rural area, from Kentucky.
Yeah.
So
I got a lot of people
that need that help.
I know what you mean, man. I'm from I was born in New York, but I grew up a lot in North Carolina. So I'm from a place where a lot of people talk like this, So I'm very familiar with I'm very familiar with it. You know what I mean? But so I just moved out to LA like 6 months ago, 5 or 6 months ago. So
what's the change been like coming from a rural area?
Well, see, I live next to a goat. My neighbor had a goat. I didn't actually live next to a goat. My neighbor had a goat, and that was about it. I had no other neighbors. Uber, I mean, like you couldn't even get Domino's delivered to where I lived. So, or call an Uber to even get out. And I didn't have a car at the time. I still don't, but
you had a studio and you were making music in your mom's house.
This is the mic I used to record Nylon Fire with. So
that's awesome.
Pretty much the same way I'm doing this interview is the same way I recorded the stuff. I didn't really have anything fancy. I just did it all from the bedroom like this, and I tried to mix it to make it sound good because I really can't sing that well.
Well, I think I know a lot of people that really like your music. A lot of people I've introduced your music to.
Thank you, Mr.
I first learned about you in 2018. Around the time you released Cherry Gold.
Yeah.
And that was a really good one. Mm-hmm. And we've grown from there. So you released a full album, Nylon Fire, which I know you worked on for a while.
My little sisters love Cherry Gold. That's the only, I think, song. A lot of my songs have bad words in them. And my dad, he's a narc, right? So he doesn't, and my little twin sisters are both 7. So, they love Cherry Gold because there's no cursing. Same with Comfortable.
Right.
Off of Nylon Fire because it doesn't have any cursing. So I'm starting to realize, like, if I want my little sisters to enjoy my music, I should probably limit the amount of F words and SHIT words and stuff.
I totally get that. I had a conversation with my niece and nephews the other day, and I was like, until you are this age, you are not allowed to look at the podcast. So
really? How come? What goes on here, dude?
We talk a lot about some wild stories.
What happens on here, man?
Wild stories. We got people talking about sex a lot, so you never know what's going to happen on here.
Okay, yeah. What's the rating of this? Like, what's this rated?
completely explicit. You can say and do whatever you want to do. So
Oh
that's,
shit!
that's
Fuck!
where we
No
are.
fucking way. I'm
Yeah.
kidding. What if I just start swearing the whole time? I would never do that though.
We'll have to tell your sisters they can't listen. So
Oh shit! Yeah. But you can put bleeps over that if you want to. Like if you're editing it later, just be like bleep it, and then maybe leave in like a shit that's not bleeped and bleep another word. That's like a regular word.
Right.
Anyway,
so tell us about your music.
Less about me.
Obviously, you released Nylon Fire in 2021. Tell us the big announcement for 2022.
As you can see behind me, Angry Cat, you can barely see the angry part, but that is going to be an album that drops on the 2nd? Either the 1st or the 2nd of January. And it's actually okay. So hold on 1 second. My computer has decided during mid promo of my album to fall down. Here we go. Thank you so much. All right. So it comes out, but it's not by Rob Flo, actually. That's what I wanted to let you know. It's by Rob Trixie, who is he's a good friend of mine, but I did do all the writing for it. And I did most of the, almost all the singing, but it's actually not by Rob Flo. Angry Cat is by an artist named Rob Trixie.
All right. So we'll
Close
switch
friend.
that up on there.
Yes, thank you if you could. And Trixie is Trixy. I'm sorry, yeah, but Rob Flo did write and do all the writing for it.
Is it going to come out as Rob Trixie on Spotify and stuff like that, or?
Yes, sir. Well, I do have a Rob Flo project coming out mid-year called Art Outlaw. Maybe so.
Okay.
If it all goes, I just have to connect with my producer again because I haven't talked. He's like, he's all these plugins, but he's like, oh, I haven't put them in yet because something about like an earthquake or something.
That's understandable. Well, I can verify. I did actually listen to Angry Cat whenever it was on SoundCloud.
It's still there. It's still there, baby. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate you listening, by the way.
Those that are listening on New Year's Eve, you can actually go and listen to it on SoundCloud. The rest of you will have to wait until the 1st or the 2nd. We don't know yet.
You don't have to wait. It's all good. It's on SoundCloud right now. You guys just go. But when it does come out and hit the stores, all the proceeds go to the Trevor Project. So I decided to donate 100% of it to that just because I can, because I'm not signed by anybody. So I was like, well, if I get to choose where all the money goes, that's where I choose for it to go. So, and it's not because I'm like, thank you. Yeah. Just doing
and
what
that's actually one of the main reasons, like, we invited you on this show. That is tremendous and kind and caring of you to do that. Trevor Project is something that's huge for all of our listeners. We've had several teens that have actually called into the Trevor Project that have reached out to us as well, and we've been able to utilize those resources that the Trevor Project provides for them. So what you're doing is incredible. For those of you that are going to go listen to it, some of my personal favorites were Coates, 10, and Queen of Everything. So I'll plug those from my standpoint. So what made you want to donate the proceeds from this album to the Trevor Project?
Probably, there's a lot of reasons, actually. There's like so many. But I would say the biggest one would be losing a friend due to not having the right help that they needed. Yeah. So when I was 16, I lost my best friend. But besides that, there's so many other reasons too. It's not just on my friend John. It's not just all on him. It's on like the fact that I feel like more people, if they were more aware of it, I think that some people, there's a difference between people that are bigots and people that are just unaware of certain things, So I think you just got to make people aware, and then they can help, So once you make the right people aware, then they can help. That's it. I feel like people maybe aren't as bad as we think they are. They just need to, if it's not in front of them, they're not going to see it ever,
Yeah.
So
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
I'm trying to do everything I can to let them know.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about your friend. I think that's
okay.
I mean, that's another reason why we started this show. We really want to get our message out to rural people, not just LGBTQ youth, but their parents and people like that need to know that this exists and it's not a bad thing. So
no, it's not.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, sadly, that's a good topic you brought up there about parents as well, because sadly his mom did leave too shortly after, just because of, it's tough to lose a son. So, and she was like a mom to me, so it's just really affected me in my life as far as that. But I know that John is out there looking out for me, so I know that he's got my back.
I know that you have recently I know you come from North Carolina, you moved to LA, and now I know you're pretty involved in the drag world.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So tell us about that experience.
The drag world. The drag world's awesome. Shout out Ray Latre. Drag's baddest. That's so my sisters can watch it. Sorry. But y'all know what I was trying to say there. I got involved because me and Rhea were actually friends from since I was in North Carolina. I think I met her through Joey Gentili, who is a LGBTQ YouTuber. And me and him have been friends for a while, since I was in North Carolina too. And basically, since when I got out here for the first 3 months, I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't really I had just dropped Nylon Fire on June 16th. And it was like, all right, what now? And I wasn't really inspired to write music, to be honest. I used to write 3 songs a day. And then I was like, this sucks. So I went out and bought a camera and started taking pictures, but didn't really know what to take pictures of. So then Ray invited me to Rocco's in WeHo. So I went out there, took pictures, and then fell in love with the art of drag and just what it really meant, and how deep rooted in art drag really was. Because, I'm not a kid that grew up watching RuPaul, to be honest. I've never even seen a season. I didn't know anything about it. So coming from that atmosphere of knowing nothing and being in front of all of it all at once, when you're friends with Raya, that's what happens in the drag community. And I loved it so much because it just showed me these people are living their truest self. This is the truest, and it's performance, and you got to match the makeup with the hair with the outfit. There's so much that goes into it. I think the drag is the ultimate art performance of all time. And honestly, some of the stuff that I've seen at Rocco's on Makeout Mondays is better than stuff on Broadway. I think sometimes I saw this girl just go back and do the Insidious crawl on stage, and I was like, whoa, this is awesome. So I just feel more people need to know that about the drag world, to be honest, that are the same thing about it. Just make people more aware, I think, which is what I try to do through my photography and my videos and stuff. Yeah,
absolutely. I think I just recently rewatched the show We're Here on HBO Max, and we'll give them a little shout out. Kay's Hurricane, which is
shout out to
Case
them.
On there. Yeah. Case on there was actually also on our show. He was our second guest ever. Before going on HBO Max, and you actually see one of our plaques on the wall in that show. So that was kind of neat. We're Here is all about drag community and how they, introduce that to rural areas. So, Rob, tell us about your musical influences.
Let's see. Eric B. Rakim, Lil Nas X, Taylor Swift, Lord, Kevin Abstract, Ricky himself, Blink-182, Green Day, Queen, The Beatles. That's probably, I would say, all of them. Gene Dawson.
You didn't throw out Prince. I'm disappointed.
Prince, Cher, hold on, Pink.
You're fine.
Adam Lambert. I love so many artists. It's so hard for me to pick people that I'm inspired by everything. I love everything.
Right. Yeah.
Except for certain things.
Let me ask you this, because obviously, you're a person that's a musical artist that's starting to build a following as a musical artist. Who are some lesser known musical artists that you want to give a shout out to?
Ricky himself, Kevin Abstract, Gene Dawson, Saint Wade. He's actually a really good friend of mine, and he's got the least amount of followers out of anyone I just said. So if y'all want to listen to a good artist, check out Saint Wade. Okay, he's so awesome. He does everything to support the LGBTQ community the same way. He is so good at writing. This kid is so talented. Also, shout out to Horace. That's my producer who made Nylon Fire with me from scratch from across the country from my room. So shout out to Horace. That album Nylon Fire wouldn't be done without Horace. For real, it wouldn't even exist. So
And that goes to show any kid in a rural area, you can do this too. It's very possible. You don't have to be in LA. It probably makes things a little easier, but you don't have to be in LA to follow your dreams here. Let's go into real quick, and then are you wanting to play music or anything on the show?
Yeah, I'll play some music for you guys.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'll let you play a little bit, and then
I'll do one thing on guitar, and I'll do one thing on piano, and we'll call it a wrap. You ready?
Sounds good.
Here we go. All right, and then for the thing on the piano. So for the thing on the piano that I want to play, it's a little bit hard. It's a little bit more simple than that. That one was a little bit hard for me to learn. This is my piano. My mom got this for me. I miss my mom. She's in North Carolina still. All right, let's see if I can do this. All right, this is for Mr. Sunset on the show. Here we go. I'm just kidding. Imagine if I played The Simpsons. That'd be like such a letdown. All right, if this doesn't fall, this could be epic. Hold on. If someone could almost like grab this end right here and just hold it still for me, I'll frame. Oh, thank you, nobody. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I always like to say if Beethoven had swag, that's probably how he would have played it, but it's okay.
He had swag. I like it. All right. I think that is a perfect little segue into something I want to talk about, and that is you're also a content creator. You do a lot of TikTok, Snapchats, YouTube.
I'm on Snapchat, LinkedIn.
What happened to the Rob Flo show?
What you mean?
The one with the animation.
I actually just got the next one in. Do you want to see it? I just got my new, so it starts like with little clips that I film and stuff like that. But then it computer falls and leave it all in if you want to. I like going no cuts just to show people how real it is. You know, let's make it real, authentic. You know, but that's just my decision. It's up to you, obviously. What were we talking about? What was the question?
Talking about your show, Rob Flo
the show,
with
yeah,
the animation.
Yeah, shout out Christian. He does all the animation work. He's he graduated for studying. He graduated a film major from Texas University this year. I met him. I honestly wish I could tell you how, but wow, it's like an angel fell from the sky right into my lap because that kid is so talented. This Christian Swirly Straw Studios, shout out to them. He is everything, and I want to know that. Like, I want to let it be known that even though he has like 400 followers on Instagram, that boy's gonna take over. He's gonna be like Disney in the future. So like his passion and his drive and his work ethic is unstoppable. So shout out Christian. Thanks for helping me. Do you want to see the new one that I got? It's like
sure.
I had this idea of like, what if we started it and like he implemented the idea because I was like, what if I have like, I'm like, welcome back to the Rob Flo show, but the guy, like an animated me walks out a smaller version of me on my animated hand. But then he was like, what if we didn't do that? I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, what do you got? And then he was like, yeah, I was like, oh, yeah, sure. What do you want to do? And he was like, what if we had you be like, hey, this is what I would look like if I was a cartoon in the 40s during the Disney era. So that's what I just got this back yesterday. So back to the Rob Flo show. Today we'll be going back in time to see what I would look like as a cartoon from Disney back in the 40s. Here we go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, he's incredibly talented for sure.
But yeah, so that's actually the beginning of the next one. So it really, I start with that. It all depends on when he sends it. But and I just got it back because that boy's busy. He's making movies himself.
Yeah.
So
another quick shout out for, I think somebody we mutually know, Jack, who I believe designed some of your covers. Zero, as most people know him.
You know Zero?
Yeah,
you know
he's
Zero?
he's designed some things for me too.
That
He's
boy.
also like he's
Jack.
tremendous. He's helped the LGBTQ community out as well. So
Really? Yeah, he's always there. He's always a day one
Yeah.
homie. He made that picture on my Instagram profile of me, like, it looks like I'm in Times Square, but it has like my posters everywhere. He did that one for me.
Oh.
He's phenomenal. I'll say that
What-
I'm so glad he
Oh, yeah.
blew up with that Brazil. Didn't he blow up in Brazil or something?
yeah,
Something
down
happened?
south randomly. Yeah,
Yeah, dude, good for
Yeah.
him. I knew he
He
blew
got,
up.
like, he got like 40,000 followers like overnight from
Yeah.
Brazil.
Me and Cody, my manager, were talking about that. I woke up one day. Cody's like, bro, Jack, his Instagram is like blowing up and like he's showing
Yeah.
his face now and talking and stuff. I'm like, hey, that boy's taking over. I knew it was only a matter of time. Like, no one with
Yeah.
that much talent is going to just stay unhidden for that long. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, yeah. I told him I was like, it's nice to know you before all these people blew you up. So
All right, it's hold on one second. I'm getting a phone call. You can definitely leave this in here. I don't know who this is. It's a random number. But that's what happens if you give my internet. Hold on.
Yeah, hey, is this Rob Flo?
Hello?
You got Ligma? I heard you got Ligma.
What's Ligma?
Lick my balls, bitch.
Okay. Obviously, that was the wrong number.
the wrong number, right? As
Sorry
you can
about
tell,
Very inappropriate.
Rob lives a very, I'm going to call it, you're pretty much the wildest content creator I've seen.
I don't know
And
who that was.
there's one specific video that my viewers will be mad if I don't talk about. And I got to ask if you have
Yes.
recommended Nyquil Chicken as a COVID cure yet.
I have no. You sound crazy. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no
I think that
idea.
one that had
Nyquil
what
Chicken?
14 million views or something like that. I don't
I don't
just
know
something-
who would do something like that. Honestly,
Right.
it's despicable and it makes me sick. Don't do it. I wouldn't do it. I would never do something like that. But yeah, I saw the video that you're talking about.
Yeah.
It was a ride. That was wild.
Yep.
It smelled so bad in that kitchen after. Boy, were people mad. People were really mad at me. After that, almost after all my TikToks, people get really mad. I've had like friendships end because of my TikToks. Actually, like 3 friendships end because of TikTok videos. Just because of, well, you know,
What-
no one likes it when you do that.
What has been the most trouble you've ever gotten into from doing a prank or something for TikTok?
Legally, I've been advised not to talk about one of them, but I'll tell you the second best one. I've had police show up to my house before for TikToks, but shit, I don't even know if I should say the second one. I was gonna say the McDonald's one, but they were chased. The police chased us to there, didn't they? The which one? I'm not gonna tell the one the cop showed up. I've been legally advised. You're my manager. What's wrong with you, dude? He's trying to tell me the one about when the cop showed up. What's wrong with you, dude? No police ever showed up. I'm good. You're blowing it, Susan. You're blowing it. I'm good. I one time. What was the one with what was it? So not. Shh. So I was at McDonald's and I dressed up as a McDonald's employee, waited in the bathroom, had my friend order a Diet Coke, right? And I had my friend Cody, who's my manager, standing behind him in line like he was somebody else. I said, look, when you order the Diet Coke, I'll come out of the bathroom dressed up as a McDonald's employee, face mask, McDonald's, hat, McDonald's that I got from Etsy, a wig on, right? And I want you to be like, hey, I ordered a Coke. This is a Diet Coke. And I want you to just, I'll say I could report it and I'll position myself in front of you, right? But I want you to throw it at me as hard as you can. Then I'll drop to my knees, start cleaning up the ice and everything. And like one by one being like, I'm so sorry. And then I want you to leave, right? Cody, you're still filming it all. And then I want the workers in the background were like, what the hell? Because I didn't really work there. They all knew that. And they're like,
Oh, my
hey,
goodness.
and at the end, I just wanted to look up to the sky and go, like just scream. And so that video got like 4 million views. But like what they didn't see was they were like, after we cut filming, they were like this. All y'all need to stay here. The police are on the way. None of y'all are leaving. And I was like this. I was like, peace, dude. I was like, I'm out, bro. I am not waiting for shit. Then we get in the car and we see the police across the street, But I think they were going somewhere else because they never turned in there. But we got out. We jetted. But that's the closest I think I came legally that I could talk about. Something happened with the zoo. That's the other thing. Something happened with the zoo, but that's not on me. You know, that's
We'll blame somebody else for that one.
Yeah.
Right.
Carlos did it.
Tell us, we'll start wrapping up, but tell us about Angry
wrap?
Cat. Tell us about the release.
So it's an album.
And I'm not talking about Maggie. I'm talking about the album.
Maggie is an angry cat. Maggie's like a sassy cat, actually. Like, she knows how beautiful she is, so like it's like annoying. Like, she like that's what she wants, and everyone loves to pet her. So like I want to cuddle her sometimes. She's like, I'm too pretty for this. I want to walk away, and I'm like, you do you, girl. Go ahead. So it sucks. And on one hand, and then the other hand, you asked me a question I haven't answered yet. So what was it? What was it about?
Tell us about your new EP.
Oh, Angry Cat is an album by Rob Trixie, and it's going to be 10 songs. The first one is changed, though. The first song is now called Dummy, and it is not Know You, or whatever the first one was. We changed it to Dummy, produced by Horace, which was actually supposed to be on Nile on Fire, which is very confusing now that I'm saying Rob Trixie is dropping Angry Cat and Rob Flo. I understand the confusion, but that's not my problem if people don't understand it. Anyway, but if they wanted to hear an extra Nile on Fire type song, Dummy, the first song off of Angry Cat, will be that. It's like one that I had sold to Alamo Records, but then they rejected it back. So it was like a turnaround process of me and Horace made this one for my album, then I sold it, and then they like refunded it, basically. So now I got to use it again. And I was like, well, if this song was good enough to even like make it there, I'm pushing it first on the album that I want to get attention for. So I really, with this album, was like me diving into like a side of Rob Trixie is someone who's not afraid to drop the drafts that Rob Flo won't drop. So some of the greatest songs that I think I wrote, but I can't reproduce them because sometimes, and I feel like a lot of artists can relate, when you're in the moment and when you're feeling this energy and you're like, yeah, and the song, and then you have to go back and reproduce it, hit the notes right, you know, make sure this line's not stuttered. You lose that energy that you originally had. So this album, that's why it sounds a little rough. And that's why you'll still hear like some random like DJ producer who's like DJ Nitwit on the track again. It's like it's fine. I just left it all in there and said whatever. I'm just gonna put this out.
Yeah, I mean, I think you've got several great tracks on there, so I'm glad that Rob Trixie is releasing this one.
Yeah, Rob Trixie's great. Heads or tails?
So I know heads.
All right, you ready? Here we go. Whoop. Dang, it was heads. You're
all right, well, that determines your next question. So,
yeah, always heads. What's up?
So I know you said you are not represented. I know you've got a manager.
Cody Queen.
Are you seeking representation in the future?
Cody,
pop your head in.
Cody, pop your head in. They said, Cody, pop your head in. You got to do it. It's just really quick. He stays off camera. Cody's the secret hornet.
What's up?
All right, Cody.
What am I doing?
This is Cody Queen.
What's up?
What's up? I can kind of hear you.
Oh, here. Go ahead.
What's
Who
up?
was that kid that called me earlier?
Hey, Cody. This is Kurtis.
Hey, Kurtis. What's up?
I know you're his manager, and I'm sure you've got your hands full with everything that he does. So tell us a little bit about Angry Cat and what you all are releasing over there.
I'm just super excited for it to be out. It's like he said, it's kind of just like more of the songs that weren't fully finished, but really had some potential to them. Like the full name is Angry Cat, the Demo Sessions. So it's kind of like a glimpse into like how things start, and then you'll see the finished product.
What are we talking about?
On some, and then some get dropped like this.
What are we talking about?
That's awesome.
You got it?
Well, everybody, that was Cody Queen. He is Rob Flo's manager.
Hey guys, also and shout out Ari Getty does a ton for the LGBTQ and for GLAAD, so I just wanted to give a shout out to their foundation as well. Okay, shout out to Ari Getty for the foundation supporting LGBTQ and doing
all right. Stuff. We'll post that on our Snapchat story as well, so everybody can get the link to that organization. So
thank you, please do. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are wrapping up. I think this is the longest video I've ever seen you in that you did not lift up your shirt. So I'm proud of you.
Is this what the people want? Is this what they want?
Lord.
I'm just kidding, dude. It's all good.
All right. Let's see.
I know I get to ask you a question. I read that in my little so I get to ask Mr.
do.
Sunset a question. I do know that. So I'm ready.
You do.
I hope you're ready. Because I'm coming.
Before you get to ask that question, I always ask our guests, what would you tell the younger version of you about the LGBTQ community?
To just read more books, do more research on it, be more aware, and honestly, instead of saying no to new things, keep an open mind. That's what I would say. Keep a very open mind, and that means not everything you hear is going to be good, and everything you hear is going to be bad. You got to find your own truth, and to find that, you got to read a lot of shit. Just look at YouTube videos like I did, and just try to figure some stuff out through good-hearted people and kind friends.
I think that was a great response. All right. Well, we do a segment called the Pot of Gold. That's where you get to ask me one final question, and then I wrap it up with one final question to you.
Get ready, because I'm having guns blazing with this question, Mr. Sunset. Are you ready?
Oh, Lord. Okay.
All right. What's your favorite color?
You know, my favorite color is purple. It's a very complicated answer.
That's the background. That's why I put it purple for you.
I'm a huge Prince fan, so I
love
person,
Prince.
So.
I mentioned Prince in the song Coats. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm. I did. I noticed. You also mentioned Cody in one of them too. I remember that. So
that's
about
the same
him getting
song.
you some fake Addy.
No one's talking. Like I said, come on, Mr. Sunset. What are you doing to me here, dude? All right. Anyway.
All right. Well, we will wrap up. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Ask you
guys are awesome.
I'm going to ask you one final question, and I think our viewers will really like this.
I'm ready for it. Let's do it.
Do you know how I discovered you?
If I told you I did, would it shock you?
And then you got to answer which social app did I discover you on?
Yeah, I think I have the answer.
What's the answer?
Would you be surprised?
I don't know.
I think you'd be surprised. Would you? If I got it right, would you be surprised?
I'd be surprised if you got it right. I would be surprised.
Okay, cool. Deal. Tinder.
Oh, he got it right.
I got it right. Yep. All right, guys. Well, I got your question right. I read your mind, Mr. Sunset. I remember, baby. Come on, Kurtis. Come on, Kurtis. Baby boy up on that Tinder. I remember that. What's up?
Back in 2018, and I remember seeing you, and you had your little musical album at the bottom, and I was like, I went and listened. I was like, oh shit, he's actually good.
2018, no way.
Yeah, 2018.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. That you thought I was good, though. That's wild. I appreciate you believing in me.
Thank you so much for being on the show. We're looking forward to seeing wherever you go from here, okay?
Everybody is
out. New EP drops for Rob Trixie on January 1st or 2nd of 2021. Check that out on Spotify. Yeah.
Love y'all. Look up
Rob.
the Trevor Project and everything else. Love y'all. Bye, Kurtis. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.
Well, folks, that's all the time we have for today. Don't forget to come on back now. I know we all love a little vibration, so if you are not already, go ahead and subscribe to this podcast. And we will surprise you on occasion with a new release vibration in your pocket. But in the meantime, if you find yourself alone or crossing new horizons along the Rainbow Trail, and you need a friend or even a laugh to get you through those dark and stormy nights, holler on out to us at www.weatheringrainbows.com, where you can find shelter in the blogs, videos, and other episodes that will hopefully keep you out of a whole heap of trouble. So until next time, y'all, giddy up, be true to yourself, and make the best of life. And wherever the wild tracks may lead you, may the rainbow always touch your shoulder.